ECDL Advanced, PowerPoint, Lesson 2, Colour Schemes and Accessibility. To some extent, the final visual quality of a slide is a matter of opinion, but there are some guidelines which can be applied. Good use of contrast is important, but too much colour can distract the audience from the main focus of the slide. Avoid colour combinations that will make it difficult for people with colour blindness to see, for example red and green or blue and yellow. There are other accessibility considerations. For example, for anyone with visual impairment, you may need to increase the size of fonts used. Indeed, for any audience, limit the number of fonts used, and remember that sans serif fonts are clearer and easier to read. Limit the number of animations and transitions used if you're presenting to an audience who may be visually impaired. Some people with cognitive or visual disabilities are unable to read moving text, or it can cause so much distraction that they're unable to read the rest of the page. Screen readers can't usually read moving text either. Because of accessibility issues, a presentation may be intended to be viewed on the web. In this situation, you must ensure alternative text is added to graphical objects, because if a screen reader is used, any image without alternative text will not be recognized. It is normal practice to use colour schemes in slides. A colour scheme is a set of predetermined colours that is applied to specific areas of a slide. When a presentation is first created, a particular colour scheme is applied by default, but this scheme can be changed or a new one selected. Standard colour schemes are designed to complement the presentation, but individual colours within a scheme can be amended, and this is what we're going to look at now. If you open the presentation which is called Assessment, which I have open on the screen now, you'll find that the presentation has a design template of Metropolitan applied to it. We can see that because if we click on Design, the one that's selected is the first one, which, as you can see underneath, says Metropolitan used by all slides. In normal view, as we have here, view the slides pane on the left and it'll show the consistent appearance of the slides. To change the colour scheme, select the Design tab, which we did just before. Click the More arrow in the Variants group. That's Variants group, the More arrow over here. If we click on Colours, it will give us a whole variety of colour schemes that we could apply to either individual slides or to the whole lot. If we right click the fifth one down and then apply to all slides, the colour scheme will be applied to the slides shown in the slide panes on the left. So the design template remains the same, but a new colour scheme has been applied to it. This new scheme could be applied to the currently selected slide only if we would have selected the Apply to Selected Slides option. To maintain a consistent look to the presentation, however, it's recommended that all slides be changed. We're now going to look at creating our own colour scheme. So click the colour buttons again, that's in the Variant section, and this time at the bottom select Customize Colours. A dialog box is displayed showing the individual colours that make up the current colour scheme. Let's select the colour box for Text Background Dark 1, that's the top one. A Themes colour drop-down chart is displayed. Select a dark turquoise colour, maybe something like this. Change the name to Training Needs Colour Scheme. And click Save. as we can see, the text has now turned to a turquoisey colour instead. Also, if we go back to the colours section, you'll now find that this new colour scheme is available for us at the top in the custom section. I now wish to undo the application of this scheme, so to do that, up right at the top, if we click on the undo button, that will undo the modifying theme colours, so now you can see the text is back to a black colour instead. Next, make sure slide 1 is selected in the slides view. Click the colours button, right click on the training needs colour scheme, and this time click apply to selected slides. This time the colour scheme is applied just to slide 1. Okay, click undo again, and then leave the presentation open for the next lesson. Okay, I look forward to seeing you next time.